Could you clarify the TOT, the turnover tax and throughput fee structure, especially since the TOT 5% is applied on top of the throughput fee, and I'm speaking about the fuel clause, so in effect, it's creating a tax on top of the tax. All of these is related to this fuel clause in the GEB bill. So a lot of us speak on the throughput, but we neglect the TOT that is coming out to actually be higher in the GEBE bill. And I saved these questions specifically for you. For you. And I hope that your answers will come from you and your ministry. And a good time before the public meeting that we can carry on with further deliberation. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, MP Otley. Minister, now I think we have reached at a point where you can respond or indicate how you will be responding to the questions posed by the members of parliament regarding your ministry. Minister Gumbs, how do we proceed with the answers? As I indicated to your colleagues, if in writing, then I look forward to receiving them before the public meeting for the handling of the draft budget amendment 2024. Minister Gumbs.
Yeah, thanks, Madam Chair. I'll just like to give one clarification, and then I'll end off with all other things in writing. Regarding MP Durant's question about is this a new issuance or not, and I think the good MP knows very well how these long lease issuance work. Of course, it's a new issuance of water rights, that's undeniable, whereby, of course, the condition of this issuance is the same 1.2 million guilder fee, meaning that before they're able to deed it, this amount has to be in by government. Furthermore, the DDAM verdict does not stop the issuance of these water rights, as there are clearly big docks already built on these parcels at the moment. It's already built, so it cannot be issued to anybody else. And I think that's one of the key things you have to realize with the DDAM arrest, is that it does not necessarily, and I stated it prior in my clarifications, the issue is how do you justify it at the notary? So the issue here is that what is being issued, what has been reused, the fact that they've already used it for so many years and accrued so much long lease land, it's justifiable. And as such, as I mentioned before in my answers, this is something that can be accepted. And of course, we can give this to you fully in writing for perusal as well. And all of the questions, Madam Chair, I will have them ready as early as possible before the 28th.
Thank you, Minister Gumbs, for those responses and the way that we're going to move forward. MP York, I would want to suggest that we kind of round up this discussion now, but you wanted to add one little thing, please, MP York.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Two questions real quick. Minister, I would really appreciate it if you could give a verbal answer on my monument question. And second question, as it pertains to the water rights, how many of those contracts have been given out this year?
Minister, your response to the request by the Member of Parliament regarding an answer now or two answers now.
Through you, Madam Chair, can the MP repeat to me which Monument Council question again? Is it that what's the plan to do with the cases? Yeah. So again, I think it's important to realize that I, as Minister of Romy, can't do anything with monuments unless I get an advice from the Minister of Education, Culture and Sports. So you have to work, and I agree, and I've been saying this as Monument Council Chair, the two never worked together. So exactly, I'm there now, and I think that's one of the key things I've stated, is that because there's also no Monument Council now, whatever things come up regarding monuments, I have to play a bigger role in terms of making sure that, knowing my knowledge, that those things are addressed and monuments are protected. And then, of course, with water rights, how many this year? I'll have to get back to you on that in writing.
Thank you, Minister. Noted. The Minister now has something to add. Minister.
Oh. the strength of a team, there has been no water rights issued this year.
Thank you. Noted. No water rights issue this year. Minister, thank you for your responses to the minister and his support staff. Thank you for being here present, members of parliament. We are going to adjourn this meeting, of course, to allow the minister to take leave. Once again, thank you, Minister. But in the meantime, members of parliament, we are going to adjourn until 6 p.m. 6 p.m. and we will continue then with the Minister of Justice. Minister, thank you once again. Meeting adjourned until 6 p.m.